Hey everybody,
I'm Sam.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Will, and we are
Working Title! Who's gonna say it? Oh, I'll say it. This is where the fun begins.
You have done that yourself!
Guys, it is that time. We are back with another Star Wars series. Today, we have the first season and the first episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi. The long-awaited, much-desired, fan-loved TV series. The nerves are real.
I might cry in this episode.
I don't know what to say for this show. Last on, Obi-Wan left Anakin on Mustafar.
Whoa!
The splitting of the brothers is very sad.
Yes.
Obi-Wan went with Anakin's wife, Paula Samasa, of which she gave birth to two twins, and he, Obi-Wan, meaning, went to follow Luke to Tatooine. This is so exciting that this is the last on. Meanwhile, Anakin is living in darkness and hatred and suffering with his evil master power. What will happen next, we'll have to find out today.
I'm so good. I'm so ready for this.
So guys, if you like this show, make sure you leave a like on it, tell us your thoughts, and leave a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you want to tune in for Star Wars. We're going to be running through this entire series. You can also check out some of our other Star Wars content that we've done before. We've done the Bad Batch, we've done the Mandalorian series, we wrapped up the Book of Boba as well. And let us know if you want us to do any other Star Wars content in the future. And we also have the Endor series coming in the future, so stay tuned for that as well, because we will be reacting to that series.
Your good old friend here hasn't seen Rogue One.
And that will be what we're leading up to. So
Yeah.
that is all future stuff, but for now, we're going to hop into it. So support Disney Plus, and we're going to punch it.
Bah! It doesn't.
Oh.
No way.
In the reverse.
Oh my god. Sorry, I won't be like that this whole episode. Oh, they give a recap.
Yeah.
Jedi Knight. Obi-Wan, promise me you will train the boy.
This is for all the couples that are tuning in. One of them hasn't seen Star Wars, or it's been many years.
Yeah.
And they're like, come on, wife, come on, husband. You need to watch this.
Yeah, get filled in.
Even the nature of the dark side. Only through me can you achieve a power greater than any Jedi.
I have failed you, Anakin. I have failed you.
Oh, dude, I'm literally covered in goosebumps
Yeah,
right now.
Like, the only reason you need to recap this is if Anakin's also going to play a significant role. And of course, they showed me my favorite planet first.
A flashback?
Are we gonna see him?
No.
No,
I'm
this might be
calling it.
Order
These
66.
are the Inquisitors.
Oh no!
That looks so good.
Oh. Oh my god.
Nice! And they even do the double tap. Oh, man.
shit.
Oh. Oh, man.
Oh my god, dude.
This is the part of Star Wars I hated.
Oh, what a great intro.
Shit.
Inquisitors.
Yes, sir.
Man, look at that thing.
They don't even go get a parking pass. They're like, right in the middle of the city. This is our land.
You're gonna get the freak out of the way. Whoa!
Grand Inquisition.
Oh!
Where is Kanan Jarrus?
That guy looks cool.
She's gonna be one of those kids.
I think she is one of those kids.
Oh god.
They did give him the Utapau teeth. I saw that
Yeah.
very quickly.
You know who we are.
Shit.
Inquisitors. You know what we do? You're a Jedi. In actuality, I would say, the
the Jedi hunt themselves.
Oh God.
So he steps in and saves your saloon. You offer him a place to hide. Fresh water, shade from the suns. But the stories they begin, and they travel quickly.
Gosh,
His
it's scary.
compassion
Yeah, he is
has
very
been
scary.
his undoing.
Whoa! Who did it?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
He stitched on himself. Whoa.
Prepare him for interrogation.
You're wasting your time, you know that, right? You'll never find us all.
You'll never find what?
Find us all.
Oh.
He is not yours to find. We are past this, third sister. I will not warn you again.
Third
You will
sister.
forget this fixation with Kenobi, or I will relieve you of your duties.
Shit.
Is that clear?
Why is she fixated on Kenobi?
Yeah.
That's interesting. So they know he's on Tatooine, or they have an idea?
That actor sounds familiar.
The guy?
Yeah.
In Rebels, he's played by Draco Malfoy's father. What the hell is that?
The spine.
What the fuck?
Sand shark.
My gosh.
Oh wow, look at
Whoa,
that thing.
it's like a fossilized fish.
Like a mantis.
Yeah. That's incredible.
Yeah. That's really cool.
What are we looking at?
It was an ocean, I guess.
Yeah, we found that out. Oh, they're skinning it. That's what they're doing.
Oh,
Cocaine.
nice. I don't think that was cocaine. Maybe spices.
What?
Precise cut.
If Obi-Wan's working here.
Yeah,
That's him
absolutely.
right there.
Oh man.
Maybe you get discounts on fish. That would work here. Oh man, oh man.
I missed
It's
this.
so long.
So
I missed
too
this.
long.
Holy moly. Give him some wisdom.
Something you want to say?
No, he won't do it. He's gotta lay low.
He's too nervous. Yeah, it's being seen, I guess. He
You
ain't,
see
ben,
that scar?
he ain't Ben Kenobi just willfully doing it for the fun of it.
And that wasn't the fun of it. That was the mission.
Yeah.
That was the mission. That was the time.
There were some fun tricks in there.
You gotta lay low. Remember the trailer. Stay hidden.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Dude, look at
Phantom Menace Campbell.
Looks so good.
It's like a naked bull rat.
Oh,
What?
that's adorable. He's feeding it.
Of course!
He's got such a good heart.
You gotta feed your animals,
Oh.
Adam.
Especially if it's your mode of transportation. You can't let it.
I know, but still, like, you don't see that in a Star Wars fucking movie.
Adam's
Come
like,
on.
wow,
That's fair.
he's feeding his cold.
He is. We did see.
got
We did see
Rancor.
Boba
We
feed
got
his
Rancor.
bantha. Wow, that thing looks so real.
Wow! That's just like the Force Awakens. That's
Yeah.
dope. Love it. Little
Yeah.
connective tissues like that.
Yeah.
That's so good.
You're late.
Model ships.
I'll give you
Oh my gosh, it's the
I'll give
toy
you
Luke
50.
has.
T-Cap. If you're going to steal my parts and then sell them back to me, could you at least clean them first?
Cleaning
Oh, you
costs
bastard.
extra.
These shits.
Yeah, they're assholes.
They're
I hate
always
Jawas.
Yeah,
shits.
Jawas suck.
I've heard the Jedi are all but extinct. Yeah.
Yeah. Best not keep that on you.
You really do stink.
Well, thank you, Tika. Goodbye.
Oh man, I bet he has PTSD.
Yeah, we're about to start.
We're
Hardcore.
about to feel it.
Oh. Oh.
Oh man. He failed. Man.
Master Qui-Gon. Master
Tell me.
Stop. I don't think I can handle that so soon.
Yeah.
Dude, their creatures look so fucking real.
Everything looks
Everything. I love his outfit, by the way. It's
Right?
so awesome.
He looks just like all the shots people would use forever for like fan posters of an Obi-Wan Kenobi, like the most like pirated looking film. There's like almost motifs of some of the prequel music. It's really good.
Yeah. There he is.
Oh man.
He left him the toy, yeah.
Oh.
That was the one he flew around with. Or was messing with in the house.
Oh.
Who the hell would this be?
Tuscan?
Or the guy, the kid.
Oh, something's over there. Something just crawled behind that.
I really don't like this.
This is like from like an animal's or like a person's PO, like first person POV.
But I wasn't sure.
Yep, it's
I
him.
didn't think you'd survived.
You're making some kind of mistake.
I'm sorry. My name's Nari. There's no mistake.
Oh gosh.
You're looking for somebody else.
What are you doing here, Obi-Wan?
My name is Ben.
Come on, please.
Santa turned away from
I
him.
didn't even think about things like this ever appearing in his life.
You want my help? Take this.
Destroy it.
Walk into the middle of the desert and bury it in the ground.
Yep.
Stay hidden.
Now is not the time.
Live a normal life.
What about the people that need us? What about the fight?
It's dead.
The fight is done.
Yeah.
We lost.
Yeah.
What happened to you?
Everything.
Yeah.
You were once a great Jedi.
Still am. Man,
You need to go to
how
New City.
did this guy know Obi-Wan would be here?
Yeah.
I don't think he knew everyone was there. He just ran into the.
Whoa.
Took some leads, maybe? That's all they're on.
Alderaan,
That is
yeah.
Alderaan.
Holy shit, that was not what I was
Oh
expecting.
my gosh.
What the what is happening?
Okay. We saw Luke, I guess. Why not see Leia? This would be her, right?
Living a lavish life.
Oh, yeah, she's a princess.
Mm-hmm.
We finally get to see this world. I've literally only seen this from old cinematics.
Doctor, if you behave, I will let you.
What the?
What the?
What? Oh,
You
she's
would find it amusing, Your Highness.
she's run away or something.
What is happening?
It is happening. This is great.
Oh, she's adorable. What the hell is that thing? Why does this not surprise me? This is how Leia lived her childhood, as mischievous as Anakin.
Oh, she is adorable.
If you behaved as well
That's
as
gonna
you
be a big
climbed,
marketing item.
I was just gonna say that.
A
That's gonna be a
butterfly
new
droid.
toy.
A butterfly droid for every little boy and girl.
I want one. So I will add to that.
Miss me if I wasn't there.
I'd miss you.
All I ever do is wave.
Then you get out of this what you put into it.
Look at that.
I'm
Look.
sorry, Mother.
Who's sneaking now?
Oh
What?
my gosh, who is this?
It doesn't.
Tattoo on his
I don't
neck.
think it's the Inquisitor.
No.
Or on his head there's a tattoo. Man, is he gonna drive by and see like that Jedi dead?
Probably.
There'll definitely have to be a moment of either he does exactly what the Inquisitors say and fall prey to having to save people publicly, or have to take a little deeper step away from Obi-Wan.
He is Ben now.
So,
I want you to stay away from him.
yeah.
We talked about this. When the time comes, he must be trained.
Like you trained his father.
That still hurts. I've heard it a
Anakin
thousand
is dead.
times.
Ben, you will be rewarded well.
Or you'll be punished.
Really?
Hands go first. You think of us.
Damn.
Shit.
No.
This is the Outer Rim. You have no rights here.
You're dead.
We're not under the Empire.
Oh! Oh my god.
All we want.
Jedi vermin. I kill vermin on my farm.
Mm.
You protect your family. I like that, It's important.
Dude, she scares me.
Yeah, she does. I don't like her.
I just think it's awesome to have actors like him get big and then come back to
You
things
could
like this.
protect them from me.
Tell me where the Jedi is, or this man and his family die.
What if nobody knows where the Jedi are?
Cowards.
He's gonna have to.
Yeah, he's gonna have to do something.
Abandon you.
Unless the Grand Inquisitor's like, bro,
There is
shut
no
up.
point in protecting them. They would not do the same for you. Say this for them.
Bro.
Does he even have his saber?
Stand down, third sister.
Yeah.
No!
She reminds me of Trilla.
Yeah.
And Trilla scares me.
Yeah, Troll scared me a lot in that game.
Is this supposed to be the guy from Rebels?
Yes.
Okay.
Woo!
When I'm old.
And that is.
She's definitely one of those kids from that flashback who
Be careful,
feels...
third
Abandoned or something?
Yeah.
sister. You're going too far.
She probably wants to hunt down all the Jedi Masters that abandoned them, like the Council. That, like, wasn't there that night, basically, because none of them were there.
She's also a badass.
She is.
I didn't do it for you.
Didn't do it for you.
Yeah.
I was not expecting any of this to be in this show. Now I just want to know what this will have to do with everything.
Yeah, they didn't show any of this. Hey!
As always.
There he is.
Anything good today?
A trade ship and an Aquilian Ranger.
Probably scouting for pirates.
That's what I said.
She's adorable.
And he's a bad influence, I know it.
Come now. Let's get this over.
Did you see the act he's put on after that? Wow. Is that actually him?
Yes.
You don't need manners when you're talking to a lower life form.
Then I guess I don't need manners when I'm talking to you.
Boom!
Got him!
Your father. You want him to like you, so you repeat what he says, even though you don't really know what it means. You think being like him will make people frightened of you, but really, you're the one who's scared. Never made one decision for yourself in your entire life, and you never will.
How old is this kid?
You might have seen much, cousin. But I can see that.
Bro. This kid.
Emotional damage!
This kid. All up here.
Being horrible to everyone.
He's your cousin.
Who gives a shit?
You have to rise above Leia.
She's short. She's short. Give her time.
That's funny.
It may seem so.
I don't want to be a senator.
Which is why you'll probably be one of the best.
Yeah.
Not even a real Organa.
Oh,
Don't ever say that.
You're real to me.
yeah.
You are a child. You are an Organa in every way.
Yes. Yes.
One day this planet will look to you, Leia. Imagine the look on your cousin's face when you get to boss him around for
Yeah! Hell yeah!
You know what she's like.
I know who she's like.
Except for you.
That's true.
Can't be far.
What are they talking about?
Leia being like Padme.
Is
Wait,
this?
she just ran right up to him.
Hello.
Oh shit.
Oh!
Maybe like pirates.
Yeah.
Oh.
Take a princess hostage. Sell her.
Pirates?
Pirates. Stop. Don't do that.
I'm just saying.
Don't.
I'm
Don't
saying.
get my hopes
I'm
up.
saying.
Hondo's not gonna be in the show. Don't do that to me.
We got Cad Bane last time.
I almost don't want them to because they'll kill them off. Just
What
like
race
that
is-
thing.
What
Is it
species
Rebels?
is that?
Good point. That's true too. Good
You're
intuition.
dead.
No.
Take his gun. Take his gun.
Somebody signaling his phone?
Yeah. His phone.
Cell phone.
Yeah.
His
That's
e-reader.
the one for the Princess
Yeah.
Leia family. Why
Yeah.
the what's his name? Mr.
Organa.
Organa.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're going to Organa.
Were you a guard then? Or a bounty hunter?
Only you know how important she really is, Obi-Wan.
My duty is to the boy.
What about your duty to his sister?
Yeah, it's both of them.
She's as important as he is.
Say the line.
I'm not who I used to be.
Suit up. Come on.
I mean, what were you
Find
expecting?
someone else.
Oh,
He'll get.
Be better off.
He'll get it.
I wonder if he will sense that she's force sensitive.
He might.
Because he died before really getting to engage with her in A New Hope.
Oh no.
You know?
Who's dead?
Definitely not.
Oh shit.
Somebody.
It's probably that
It's
Jedi.
probably the Jedi. It's just a message. Fuck, dude.
That's so heartbreaking.
It is.
Someone in there?
Oh.
Whoa.
Who's this?
She's headed for Dayu.
Okay.
Oh.
He came all the way.
Should not have come. I can't leave the boy.
This isn't about the boy, and you know it.
You're
We've
afraid.
made mistakes. We all did. Move on. Be done with it.
No.
It's
You
not
couldn't
that
say
easy.
Anakin.
And what if I can't?
At least try.
There is no one I trust more with my child.
Agreed. Me too.
You're the only hope.
It's either you or a little green doll in the swamp.
For her. One last fight.
It's got like a little. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, perfect.
That guy, I'm afraid of him. He's creepy.
He looks like Creed from The Office.
He does.
Oh! No! Don't step on
My
it.
father will rescue me.
I wonder who put the hit on. Is it just random pirates going after a princess for money, or is it like a targeted thing?
I don't know.
Lightsaber.
Yeah.
You have to feel where it is. It's a good thing Jedi have intuition like that.
Oh, wait. Here we are.
This is better.
Oh boy, who's he talking to?
Of course they don't show us.
It could be.
Maul?
It could be.
He is Supreme Lord of the Underworld.
Yeah, I don't
theoretically.
know. I don't know what he's doing at the 10-year gap.
Dude, I want to get a tattoo of his hilt. Oh, and he has Anakin's.
My favorite. I need to buy that.
I want to buy Obi-Wan's.
Make it the real hilt.
I love Obi-Wan's.
You sure he's gonna come?
Oh my god, this bitch. Oh my god, it's almost like his old outfit.
Yeah.
You coming or not?
He shaved his beard.
Don't do it! Turn back.
We're going on an adventure!
Give it to somebody else.
An adventure!
Oh,
yeah,
he
just keep
got it
going.
on him.
Yeah.
He got it on him.
I got it on me.
And that's a wrap. Good job, Deborah Chow. That was great.
She's also
Props.
directing every episode this season.
Hell yeah!
Wow, awesome. Holy shnikes.
And that was episode 1. Part 1. They're all just called part 1 and part 2, so
I like it that
I
way.
like it. Before we get started, I just want to say, I know that this probably would never reach Ewan or Hayden Christensen, but I'm so happy that they're back, like in Star Wars, doing something for Star Wars.
We love you over here.
Yeah.
Hayden and Ewan.
And like, I've seen a lot of like clips of them talking. There's been like 1,000 interviews, but just like they didn't. Ewan was talking about like how, you know, he didn't like at the time when they filmed it, like critics didn't like it. It wasn't social media. You know what I mean? It's like you don't really realize how much of an impact. But like, I speak for us on this couch and plenty of people in my life. Like, this made my childhood. Makes me like teary-eyed thinking about it.
Part of my
You
childhood.
mean the prequels?
Yeah, Star Wars as a whole, but like what they did
Yeah.
specifically, like I watched A New Hope when I was little, but like I love the prequels. Like that's my Star Wars. You know what I mean? Star Wars as a whole is my Star Wars, but like this is like what brought me here. So I know we're little fish in the giant ocean of the internet, but if you ever saw this, I love you and appreciate what you guys have done.
I love
I'm
you,
so
Hayden.
glad you're back.
I love you, Hayden.
Yeah.
I'll just, while we're also doing messages to maybe the future, you guys, I don't know. I love you. I want to hug.
Yes.
Very badly. It's also really cool because TikTok has been like spiraling a lot of interviews around.
Yeah.
And there's also a lot of people who are very like actively talking about just them, like either in the comment section or in the videos that they're posting, talking about their love. It's really cool to see. Maybe not. I don't know if it's a late blooming love for these things, but maybe a love that people didn't know existed because a lack of social media presence in 2005, 2004, 2003. Before that.
Yeah.
So I think maybe there was a lot of negativity for the prequels, obviously, for a good like decade. And I was thinking about it today, like how incredible like the past decade has been. Like when 2014 came around, maybe even earlier than that, and they announced Force Awakens, and you would start to see Star Wars merch appear at stores, and then all of a sudden you would see like young people and old people like all start to wear like trending looking Star Wars things. It was like, who would have known?
Yeah.
Because the last time I saw, it was not that cool to appreciate Star Wars.
Yeah.
And here I am with probably just my friends collecting every single Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and et cetera, toy that's out there.
Yeah.
So this is very special. I've been trying to like keep the excitement. I think I teared up the first scene. Nobody I knew was on screen, but just the fact that it was happening, and it was very reminiscent of movies that I love that have been hated for a good portion and then slowly appreciated over time is very freaking special.
Yeah.
Watching The Mandalorian was very special, and even the Book of Boba, those few episodes that had those cameos, was very special. But now having like our fantasy father figures, or older brother characters like show back up in like, I know we haven't seen Hayden, but he's in the show.
Yeah.
To know that they're gonna be here in full capacity is like a dream come true.
Yeah.
It really is. I love Luke, but Anakin was my guy growing up because we were prequel babies.
Yeah.
So even though The Mandalorian was super emotional when Luke appeared, I'm gonna have to calm myself when Anakin makes an appearance. I know it's gonna be Vader, but still Hayden coming back.
Yeah.
But
did you want to say anything?
I mean, I'm not as hyped as you are about the Star Wars universe, but I mean, just watching this, like I remember going to see Return of the Jedi with my dad, and I had the thought of like, I need to watch this with my parents, just to get them hyped for it too.
You felt like the need to share it, share the experience.
Yeah.
The first scene,
Order 66.
was Order 66.
Oh God.
Like, I am glad this is the first thing we were talking about because I said I was emotional after that.
Yeah.
It was overwhelming. It wasn't even that like there was any characters to attach myself to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was the fact that
it's that moment.
We were starting on one, my favorite planet. Two, I knew the cast and I knew that there was that Inquisitor girl. So I saw the little child that kind of looked like it could be her.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I know what they're doing. They're gonna probably set us up on a story. And just the fact that I love that you said it. Like, I don't want to see this.
This is the part that broke my heart about the whole Star Wars universe because I love the Jedi and they killed them all off. That's what kind of I'm not the biggest fan of Star Wars because of that.
I know you were always a big fan with lightsabers. If lightsabers were on screen, that's where you're excited. AKA why you like Attack the Clones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I just love the fact that like there are artists hand designing the Jedi Temple for our pleasure. Yeah. Is one of the greatest things ever.
Did you see the reflections on the clones' armor? It was so pristine and amazing.
Well, even like the fight. I mean, like I liked kind of like the one shot of just like following through to where we were going.
Yeah.
And also like just the choreography of the fight. That's one thing that I didn't like about the prequels. Like when you watch Clone Wars, which I know Clone Wars was very like clunky in the beginning, and as it progressed it got a little bit better, and then you see season 7 of like the motion capture, how good the fights looked. The fights in Star Wars that were like the main fights, like Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Maul, perfect. Obi-Wan versus Anakin, perfect. Dooku, Obi-Wan, Anakin was pretty solid. It was more cool like cinematography than like the fight itself, like with the flashing lights and the music and the beat switch from the blue red like shining on them.
Yoda moving so fast against Dooku, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, but like this, I was like, man, like we're watching them do like like it just seems like there's more intention to like how the fight would actually progress, not just like because I mean, for the most part, we in the universe we've seen, it's been droids that move stiff against Jedi, or it's stormtroopers that move just as fucking stiff. It's not like I feel like Mando was the first time I was like, wow, okay, I feel like this is like a real fight that's happening, not just like this made up like I'm a 12-year-old like yes, the troopers move forward
even
and shoot.
The choreography with Luke, the shots of all him walking through those big battle droids.
Yes.
Like it was cool to see like Luke, I mean from the back angle, but still Luke like doing cool choreography.
Yeah.
That you only got at very specific times in the movies as a whole. So it was cool to watch the master like guide us through the whole.
I don't want this to sound like a stupid question, but is Luke in any of the animated shows?
No.
He's very, very
even if he was like a kid,
tiny briefly in Rebels, like
but
for a millisecond.
But it's even like you don't even really see him.
No, you see a shadow.
You see him
basically like you see this, but even less so.
Even like less.
You hear? I was joking because like it's for any New Hope fans. The Luke. They take that exact sound bite from A New Hope and insert it in a shot where Obi-Wan is watching Luke after defeating Maul, to show that the morning is coming and Luke is running out and about away from his parents, his surrogate parents. Yeah. And visually, have you guys seen how the Mandalorian show does its special effects?
Mm-hmm.
Have you? No.
I haven't watched the behind the scenes at all.
Okay. I won't be able to do it justice. They have like this new tech that is not really seen in other things yet. It's like this giant dome, and when I say
we have talked about this in Mando season 2 when we first started the channel.
Yeah,
I remember,
it is incredible.
Yeah,
like if you watch how they do it, I'm not even shitting you. Like they have a full like fully realized like 3-dimensional set that feels like you're in a real world, but you can like control it with a computer. Like picture like monitors across this entire room, but I don't know how to describe it. Go watch the behind the scenes. It's mind blowing. Yeah. But it literally Obi-Wan and the guy Ian McGregor and Hayden Christensen were saying what's really cool about this set specifically compared to the Revenge of the Sith is they only had green screens back in the day, so they literally had to use their imagination for everything on top of being an actor. Where they were
actually
in full sets that
yeah.
literally would move and like change as you would need it in real time, as if they were in these real sci-fi worlds. Mm-hmm. You have to watch it because I'm not doing it justice. You will see it and your mouth will drop a little forward. It's incredible. Like they need to insert that at amusement parks so I can feel like I'm in Star Wars. Galaxy's Edge is amazing, but if they take that technology and utilize that,
that'd be crazy.
Get this video to 20,000 views in an hour. Will and I will react to it.
Sure. 20,000. Go.
Sam will be there too.
Share this video.
It'll be Sam's
share it.
Review and our reaction.
But to like start the episode with the recap too.
That was awesome. It
was
so perfect.
I'm sorry. I hope that people do not cringe at how much we're just going to like love. I love this episode overall.
Yeah.
Just automatically. So I'm gonna be raving about it. But just like to start the episode with the recap, like it's interesting because we don't normally get like a TV series that is a follow-up to a specific movies or specific set like decades later to the point they do a recap of it. Like that felt like, and I don't mean this in a bad way, that felt like the fan-made YouTube like compilation of like the story of Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think the YouTube channel, the name is like Zurich23. The dude the dude that does all the compilations of like the White Wolf, Ragnar. They do Star Wars. I've seen him do anime stuff. He's done some AOT stuff recently.
Go check out his channel, Zurich23.
Yeah, but like those videos, like that. This reminded me of that intro,
sure.
And it was just so cool because it just like fit so well. It fits the vibe, and it also it's a tone setter for like
Obi-Wan.
Where we are in Obi-Wan's life.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, this is what happened. This is the tragedy. The only thing I wish, and I know it would have felt a little weird to add it because it's a live action, but to have some callback to Clone Wars moments.
Yeah. I was thinking that as you said that, I was like, that would have been hard. I guess could just kind of like when you watch compilations and some videos are like black barred, and some are like IMAX picture, it's hard to have everything not be like the same format. So having animated with live action might have looked a little funky, but I feel it.
I mean, just in the fact that, like, really, we saw the life of Obi-Wan, but I feel like a lot of it was centered around, like, the tragedy of Obi-Wan Kenobi, like, the death of Qui-Gon, like, the rise of him raising Anakin, and then, like, the fall of Anakin. Like, if it had, like, you know, when he's holding, like, Duchess Satine as she's dying after Maul.
Yeah.
Like, even if they did, and I know this is just me asking for it, but even if they just did a live action, like, don't look up, like, you don't have to look up, like, just get a girl that looks like
Kate
she's in white
Blanchett.
hair.
Kate Blanchett.
Yeah.
Needs to be Duchess Satine.
But just put her in there and just have Sam Witwer laughing as Maul in the background. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just having that in there, I feel like that would have just added just a little bit more, but it's still good.
Perhaps they have done that and they're saving it for moments. All I was thinking of during the flashback sequences is watch them do something new and original, like a flashback that we have not seen.
I'm sure we will get something. Considering they have Ahsoka now, we have an actress for her.
Yeah.
You know, I can't imagine that they didn't, like, incorporate that in some way, but regardless, it was still a great opening and, like, just set the tone perfectly for where we're going.
This was a good first episode.
Yes, it was.
And just to piggyback off what you were saying, too, like, the cringiness, perhaps, of our Star Wars love. I would say, as far as YouTube channels go, I can't speak for other ones, but we give fair criticism, too.
We do.
We were critical when it needed to in the Bad Batch series, and even The Mandalorian a little bit, and specifically Book of Boba is a great example, too. So we're not going to love everything Star Wars. We'll have and I do have a couple critiques about this episode, but I think this was a solid
start. Yeah.
As good of a pilot for an Obi-Wan show as I could have hoped for.
Yeah.
And I think they have a good pace. I like the story elements that we are getting for this, because I think a lot of people's concern with this show is, well, what are we going to get with Obi-Wan? Doesn't he just sell in the desert, like, for all those years?
I was just going to say that, but it's gotten to the point, I don't care. It's Obi-Wan.
Yeah, and as much as we appreciate Star Wars, and we could probably sit here and not care, just like the Boba Fett series, eventually you're going to need some beef to make it work so that the longevity of it can feel not slow.
To draw the audience in of people, like, there's going to be a shit ton of people watching this. Like, there's going to be plenty that don't care about, like, not don't care, but aren't, like, infatuated by Star Wars so much that they're like, man, I can just sit and watch Obi-Wan stare at the woods or at the sand for 10 hours.
And now's the perfect time to compare this to the Book of Boba Fett. I would say there's a bigger love for Obi-Wan, so you can get away with watching Obi-Wan ride on the camel in the desert a little bit more than Boba Fett on Bantha. Just because he is a pivotal character in the saga. Yeah. Boba Fett, as cool as he is a throwaway character.
Like I said at the beginning of this episode, it felt like Tatooine was more alive and more Tatooine than it was in Book of Boba.
I would agree.
I don't know if it was a budget thing.
I wonder if is this supposed to be? There was no visual keys that helped me know if this was Mos Espa or Isley. I know Espa has some bigger buildings, which I didn't see, and I know Boba Fett's show focused on, like, a crater that they made up specifically for the story, which isn't in the movies. But I'm guessing this is Espa. I mean Isley.
I don't know, because we didn't really get, like, a great, like, over.
Yeah.
Like, we saw, like, the distance shot when he would ride in on his, like, you know, bus that he took to his job site every day.
The only thing I'm going off of is that Owen's here.
Yeah.
That Owen's in proximity. Because the only things I know, like, visual cues for Isley is the cantina, obviously, and then that big, like, rocket ship that's, like, crashed into the center of the city that every person who's ever played Battlefront has jumped on top of.
Yeah.
In Hero Hunt.
Real quick, look at him. He has the exact same hairstyle
as
and beard
as
Obi-Wan.
Because I knew
Isn't that weird?
As soon as you pointed at me,
look
I was
at it.
like, yeah.
He's got it.
I do have, like, the...
Like, I knew you were going to... Like, the second you brought attention to it, I, like, knew exactly what you were going to say. And I'm so disappointed that I did not finish myself.
In fairness, not intentional. But, hey, we're here.
That's weird, though. You look shockingly like Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Though, I dare say, more attractive than Ian McGregor. Ewan.
Nah, dude.
There you have it, ladies.
He's bad.
He's bad.
He is bad.
Maybe not Revenge of the Sith. You might be competing against Revenge of the Sith one. You have an up
I didn't like his hair in that movie. I liked his hair in the second one.
The mullet?
Yeah.
You like the second one a lot, though.
I do. That's my favorite.
movie.
It's always the sequels for some reason.
Also, for any newcomers, Revenge of the Sith is like my second favorite, against like A New Hope and Rogue One, and then I just don't put Empire there because it's like, of course, it's
that's
it's like objectively the greatest one.
Attack of the Clones and Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
And Return of the Jedi is good.
Probably, honestly, I love Revenge of the Sith, but I like Attack of the Clones more as well.
Wow.
Yeah,
I just
didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, Attack of the Clones is like mine, but Attack of the Clones, A New Hope.
The giant fight on Geonosis.
Oh, I love.
No, yeah, but
I love Star Wars, so it doesn't matter.
But it also changes because, like, as a kid, that's how it was. Because that's kind of like where I was like really locked in. Like, I love that clone. I love Geonosis. I love Camino. I love all that.
And the second one look the best.
But the story of Revenge of the Sith as an adult or teenager to adult, I was like, man, this is really really good.
Yeah,
you can just tell.
Focusing on this episode a bit though. I guess one of the big first things that we're introduced to is the Inquisitors.
Yeah.
We got a third sister. Did you catch the name?
No.
So it's the third
Just
sister.
third sister.
And then the fifth brother, I think is who it is.
I'm really bad with knowing the names of. The only one I remember was the second sister because that was the big one from. Fallen Order.
Well,
But
I have a lot of great things to say about the episode. The one little complaint I'll just get out of the way first has to do with the Inquisitors. Is I'm not the biggest fan of how the fifth brother looks. If that's the guy from Rebels.
Yeah.
I know they probably wanted to get somebody who's an actor who can like do a scene. But I feel like, a thing I feel like is missing in movies nowadays is to just cast a WWE star to just come in and be a big dude.
Yeah.
If you see, I'll find you an image after this, what the guy looks like in Rebels. He is very scary.
Yeah.
He has like no pupils or like they're like white hazed, like blind looking, and he is scary looking. I think he's one of the creepier designs in Star Wars. And
How? Just like size wise, or
and he's tall as hell too.
Okay.
He's tall,
but he's intimidating as hell.
He also has like it's like a longer face. I mean, he's an alien, so
Yeah.
like this guy, it's very much like human dressed up like alien, which is fine.
It looks a little cheap, so I'm gonna say that. I'm not the biggest fan of how it looks already, but that's fine. And I want them to be a little bit more evil. I feel like he's like, chill out.
We have rules.
Don't kill but I don't know what the Grand Inquisitor's rules are. I don't know.
In fairness, in Rebels, when you watch Rebels, you really only see the Grand Inquisitor. When he dies is when the Inquisitors are kind of more. You see more Inquisitors, so it's like
and they don't have a ruler anymore.
Yes, I mean they do. It's still Vader, but it's not like they have like that Grand Inquisitor that is like the guy in charge anymore. Yeah, I mean, in fairness though, evil. She's cut off the dude's hand.
She did.
Or do you just mean that brother specifically holding back?
I don't know.
And the
she doesn't seem evil to me. Like she seems annoying. She doesn't seem like I don't know. She seems more spiteful than evil to me.
Yeah,
but
fair.
Maybe she's not fully Inquisitor yet. I mean, it seems like she's very holding on to things of her past. And I know
very
she's
Sith-like.
I know she's a very Anakin-like too.
Yeah.
I know and Obi-Wan too to a degree.
Yeah.
And I know she's been somebody who's been funneling around interviews too, so they might explore that a bit. So I'll hold off on my judgment for her, but mostly critiquing the green alien, the cosplay alien. Yeah. Other than, what do you guys think of the Inquisitors though? I know that was my one beef of the episode.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed them. I like the design. I feel like in reality is like as best as like I feel like to me the fifth brother or whatever, he looked as best as you could without going CGI. Yeah. So to me, I thought that was like pretty good. I liked the ship. I mean, even like the saloon interaction was really cool. Mm-hmm. The Inquisitor puts me on edge. Mm-hmm. Makes me the Grand Inquisitor makes me put like on edge.
And the sister, she puts me on edge.
Yeah, I feel like she puts me on edge because I'm like, she's unhinged.
Yes, she is.
He puts me on edge because I'm like, he's gonna fuck some shit up.
Yes, he is.
He seems sinister.
Yeah, he does seem sinister. I also have like forward knowledge because of Rebels, so. But their suits look great, the capes, everything, and like also, fucking red lightsaber. I mean, like, we actually have a red lightsaber on screen. The whole moment where she goes to stab or slice, and he stops it, and it's like cut in here. I'm like, man, like just having that control is crazy. And she was pissed when that was going on. So
yeah.
I like his calculated tactic to like describe, almost like flaunting how Jedis act to a T, because he knows whether or not he once was one, is that they have a way in which they conduct their lives. Walks into a room, Loki insults them by saying well, it's not an insult, but like being like, they will come out and save. I know they will, because this is how they are. There is only one way.
It's
they
their
exist.
nature.
I was gonna say, I liked his line. They hunt themselves.
Yeah, they do.
It's
like
very
they will
good.
put themselves
In a
it's
position,
a messed up way to think of it. But
It
yeah,
is.
they will
It really
hunt
is.
themselves, because they will put themselves in
They're the
front
good
of
guys.
everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, because that goes against their very being
Yeah.
to not help the innocent. I mean, you can see, like, even later in the episode when Obi-Wan's at his job site and that guy's like, this is only half of yesterday's pay. And he's like, just pushes him over. Like, you could see Obi-Wan, like, everything in him says, I need to fight, but for, like, the mission and the greater good, he's like, I just gotta, like, let this one go.
Yeah. Did the thing on the Grand Inquisitor's ears? Does he speak a different language? And that's like
I think the Utapau
they all
aliens
wear
have
those.
those. I think that big dude that talks to Obi-Wan also
does.
has those.
okay. I just thought there were some scenes where it sounded like there was like an audio thing.
No,
I don't know.
He speaks Galactic Basic or whatever it's called.
Okay. I don't know. I just
It
thought
could
there was,
be. It could
there
be
was
like
something
a
a little off about how he was sounding.
Okay. It could be a canon thing that they use those though to like understand other races or species.
But
Also-
I enjoyed the Inquisitors.
Yeah,
I thought they were really cool.
Speaking of, they were featured, or I think the Grand Inquisitor was featured in the Fallen Order
trailer.
So that'll be exciting too to face off against him.
He's extremely menacing.
Yeah. If it's just one of those things, like you said for the intro of the video, I would have loved Lucius Malfoy to play him personally. It's just one of those things.
I want to
that's
look
like,
up who is, because he sounds familiar.
I would like to know too. He does sound familiar. But while you're checking, what was the next thing? We got to see the
Well, the
return
Jedi
of
stopped
Owen.
the blade.
That too. And
What is that? Is that always a Jedi thing? You have to do the hand.
It might be like for younger people, like it might be like you need to use the hand to do the motion, but maybe if you're super trained, you can just freeze it with your mind.
Yeah.
It might just be like.
I can't. I mean, Obi-Wan does his hand thing too.
He does.
Almost
maybe it's just easier practically to do that.
Yeah, I mean, all Jedi do it that way. I don't really know of a Jedi off top in this that can like do it without some form of hand.
Yeah, I feel like
gesture.
only Kylo and maybe Rey maybe have done that at some point. I can't recall. I feel like there was some Snoke scene where like one of the three in that room, like only used their mind. It might have been even Snoke, to be honest.
Was, but most powerful Force being.
His name is Rupert Friend. He was Agent 47.
Oh my gosh, he's from Pride and Prejudice.
He was Agent 47 in the
I know
47 movie.
Mr. Wickham from Pride and Prejudice.
That is so weird because he looks just like the Grand Inquisitor.
That's cool. Alright, it's not bad. I like that guy. I like Pride and Prejudice with Elizabeth Swann.
Yeah.
Keira Knightley.
Mm-hmm.
But the Jedi that was being hunted ran away.
Was not able to get help.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan's not really opening to it. There's more important things.
Yeah.
We also got another person who's not too happy with Obi-Wan's decision making on Tatooine. Owen has returned.
I can't believe it was Joel
Edgerton.
Edgerton from the beginning.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't know that.
He went on to do tons of other movies.
He's a
that
great actor.
UFC movie I think he did. Not Southpaw.
Brother. No, it's not Brothers.
So it's Tom Hardy.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
He was in Gods of Egypt with Christian Bale.
It was that weird disease movie we watched where it's just him and his wife and a kid in a house.
Oh.
It had a very weird ending. There's a whole virus on Earth.
Yeah. Well, I also know him from Great Gatsby as well. He's fun in that. Yeah. He's kind of the antagonist
of
the film. But yeah, it's cool to see. Like Star Wars established a lot of ensemble roles for a lot of big actors.
Mm-hmm.
Keira Knightley, speaking of, is in Phantom Menace. She is the decoy.
Yep. One, yep.
I know there's a bunch of random ones. I can't name them all off the top of my head. If you look at the credits, you'd be surprised what kind of actors you would find were in the prequels. I don't know about the original, but I know the prequels for sure had some younger people that have now become big actors in the world. So,
I love that like big name actors will take like a shit role, but they'll just take it. Like Daniel Craig was a stormtrooper.
Now he did that for fun.
I mean, still, that's cool.
I think he did that because he likes Star Wars, and who doesn't want to have like their name not attached to something just before they die or something? Not that he was gonna die, but like for your legacy, to say that you were part of something that everybody likes. I think that's what actors do, even with Marvel. Like just serious actors too, just want to like have their foot a part of a legacy, so they can say just to tell their kids, children or whatever, their nephews and nieces. So that is cool to see him return.
Imagine seeing like Jim Carrey in Star Wars.
I wouldn't be against that. No, he's taken serious roles before. I think it would be a nice touch up.
Yeah.
Speaking on actors that returned all as well, the Alderaan family themselves.
Yeah.
The Organas.
What do you think about that? I love that.
Yeah. I mean, I figured that he was coming back, like, because they put him.
What?
I wasn't gonna say.
Yeah.
But
it's okay. He's in Rogue.
He's in Rogue One. Yeah. Sorry, that was unintentionally really funny. Yeah, he's in Rogue One. I figured that they would bring him up again. I mean,
which is cool.
Like, now, granted, I actually won't say I figured that because I didn't think we were gonna get any of Leia's story in this.
Yeah,
which is
the trailer didn't show any of it.
Phenomenal that is going to be in here.
It feels right. It doesn't feel like they're doing it just to say that they have Princess Leia in the story. Like, it works. She is important to Luke's life.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see the parallel between the two and what they're up to.
Yeah.
And see how Obi-Wan... Like, I think one of the coolest realizations today is that, like, is the Mr. Organa coming in and being like, well, why are you just focusing on the son? Like, they are both Anakin's children.
Yeah.
You should be realistically, like, you're the better fighter of us. Like, you should be watching both of them.
Yeah.
Like, I can only do so much.
Well, and also...
I can only hide her.
Yeah.
Well, and also, Owen even said, like, you're just interested in waiting until he shows. Like, till he shows like, that he's force sensitive. So it's
That's
like
the deal.
But regardless, he only cares about, like, Luke, but in theory... I know later on we know that Leia has force abilities, but, like, Leia could show it too. Like, you don't know which one of these kids is going to be the one at the end of the day.
I mean, to be fair, canon-wise, Leia exhibits force abilities, I think, as early as Empire. Like, she has a force connection with Luke.
Yeah, she says that in the third movie that she felt it.
I think don't they talk to each other, or is that just Luke and Vader? I feel like she has an intuition at some point in Empire as well. Am I crazy? Am I wrong about that? I feel like maybe it's...
Empire Return of the Jedi.
I think it's Luke talks to Vader through the Force at the end of Empire, but in Return of the Jedi, Leia senses that she's related to Luke.
Yeah.
Like, she feels it. So she does show signs in the original trilogy.
Yeah, no, she does show signs that she's force sensitive, but it's not like, oh, I can levitate shit. It's more like...
But it's also like, how far would Luke have gotten if Obi-Wan didn't tell him that he was a Jedi? Like, Leia had no one to tell her that she was sensitive. So she might just have these things and not know that it's something out of the realm of other humans.
I mean, even then, and I know that the sequels are a little bit of a crapshoot of stuff, but, like, she does technically train Rey a little bit, you know what I mean? And she did have training from Luke.
Mm-hmm. The first student.
So, like...
Or Grogu. Supposedly.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're going to do with that plot.
Yeah, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, who knows which way that, like, teeters? Whether it's, like, you know, was she just, like, really gifted at one point, but, like, it was just like, I'm more politician Princess Leia, that I'm not going to do it as much. You know, we don't know. But, yeah, we got to see Alderaan, which looked amazing as well. I really liked. And the rebellious little Leia at 10.
Stole the episode.
Yeah, very great.
She
little
is
actress.
so adorable.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, do I long to have children at one point in my life.
Yeah.
Just so I can have my own little Leia who runs around with a little. I will buy her a little robot butterfly droid. I don't know what the hell that thing was.
Ladybug.
Ladybug. I even looked like I know it was a ladybug, but when it flapped its ears up, it looked like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, it did.
You know,
It did have like a Mickey Mouse look to it.
Dead Maw.
and she's so young and smart, and it's great.
Dead Maw.
I like how she's perfect. She's quipping. She's clever.
Yeah.
Stomps on the feet of people taller than her.
Yeah.
Can have a full conversation with her father. It's very fun to watch.
And
that.
she
very
bitch slap somebody, verbally bitch slap
And
somebody.
she's not scared of pirates,
Anybody.
which is great.
Yeah.
Because she's going to be spending a lot of time with pirates who are going to become rebels for her one day.
Yeah. But she ends up getting captured.
Yeah.
You know, by the
Rob
pirates
Sawyer.
that are hanging out in the woods, and Bail now has reached out to Obi-Wan to request his help.
Yeah.
And even though Obi-Wan denies it, goes as far as to come to Tatooine.
Yeah.
To experience it. Or to, not to experience it, but to ask him, like, yo,
Please.
like, please, this is your kid.
Mm-hmm.
Or this is, like, this is their kid, like Anakin and Padme's. Like, it's not just Luke, it's both of them.
Yeah. That was a good scene.
Yeah.
You could see the sadness in his eyes in that scene specifically.
Yeah.
Like he feels not like cowardice, but like fear of failing.
Yeah.
You could see it very deeply in his face.
Oh, wait, we totally skipped over a bunch of stuff
We
with
did.
Obi-Wan.
We did. There's a lot of Obi-Wan stuff.
But, like, the intro with him sleeping, not the intro, but, like, him
The
sleeping
PTSD.
and having, like, that PTSD dream of, like, everything that happened that he failed with. And even seeing, like, his, like, shock of, like, dude, like, I can't, like, when the Inquisitors came, like, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do, you know, and he's clearly, like we see later on in the episode, he doesn't feel like he is capable. Even, he's like, I'm not the man I was 10 years ago, and even then, I wasn't capable of, like, doing the job right. Like, I failed.
Yeah.
And those lines, like, I failed you, Anakin, like, it rings. I feel like that's going to ring through this whole show for him until he finds, like, that purpose of, like, one day this will work out.
And I love that he was calling out for Qui-Gon.
Yeah. So I would assume at this point that means that Qui-Gon has not reached out to him in the Force to teach him how to, you know, not to retain his being within the Force while becoming one with the Force. So we shall see.
But he is looking for Qui-Gon, so that is
Yeah.
exciting.
Okay.
And Yoda told him.
Yeah.
He spoke with him.
So every Star Wars show so far, we've had a pretty big, you know, character appear.
Yeah.
You know, like season 1 of Mando, we didn't really get anything because it's kind of just like a new story, and also like Star Wars' first shot at making like TV series.
And we did get a little Baby Yoda that basically told us over.
That is true. We did get a Baby Yoda, Grogu, but we also had, you know, season 2 we had Ahsoka and Luke. In Book of Boba, R2-D2 as well. In Book of Boba, we had Luke, Ahsoka, and Cad Bane. And we also got Boba in season 2 of Mando. In the Bad Batch, Tarkin,
Cad Bane as well.
Cad Bane. We also got Fennec Shen.
You got a name drop in season 2 of Mando as well.
Yeah, and
Bo-Katan from the Clone Wars.
Bo-Katan. You know, we've had a lot of people.
General Thawne, I think, was mentioned in Mandalorian season.
That's
2.
what I just said.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
You're good.
I mean, we're getting Anakin for sure. That's the big one.
Yeah, but like, so who else, if you could like put your chips on the table, do you think like we could get in the show or should get at this point?
Besides Qui-Gon?
I don't want Ahsoka.
That's the easiest one.
Yeah.
I think Liam Neeson might be in the show.
That'd be awesome.
I would prefer Ahsoka to not be a part of this story. I think it could work if they do want to do that. But her story with Snips and Annie is done, I think. For that comes to a head in Rebels, and I think that's concluded. I don't think we need much more from her. I would say the same thing about Obi-Wan too, but because it is Obi-Wan show and it's bound to happen with Anakin, like I want more with that since it's there.
Yeah.
Can Jedi talk to each other from other planets through the Force?
Depends on how strong with the Force they are.
How about Yoda?
I think Yoda can do it. Luke exhibits that in The Last Jedi, and Snoke/Palpatine can do that.
Yeah,
so
so-
the three of the most powerful, but
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
maybe Yoda.
I don't know if Anakin and Obi-Wan can do that, but maybe Yoda through like the Force. Yoda's not coming off that planet, unlike Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
He's
He's there.
Mm-hmm.
Though we could see him through like, there is the chance to see him through portals of the Force, like in Rebels. They introduce like ideas like veils of different, not parallel universes, but like you can like travel through things in the world that connect to other parts of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like Yoda appears in, I think, a cave or a temple to talk to.
It's a temple through meditation to speak
Yeah.
to Ezra.
So we could get things like that. Maybe we can get. I always say it, Cal Kestis is always out there in the aether. We don't know what happens with him in the games. Ezra's not an option because he's not. He's alive, but there's nothing for his story right now.
I think Rebels is a little bit after this, time-wise. I think it's like 14 years after Revenge of the Sith.
Fun fact, I think Ezra's born one day after Luke, I think is what it is. I think Luke is born it's either the day before or the day after Empire Day, and then I think Ezra is born on Empire Day.
Yeah.
So I think they're like almost the exact same age if they were ever to meet each other.
They are, yeah.
I could be wrong about that. It might be like a different year, but I think the days are close to each other.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Maul. I think there's a chance Maul could be in the show.
The only thing...
Since Solo.
The only thing is that he wouldn't run into Obi-Wan. Which is fine, but
Yeah.
he just wouldn't.
You don't think he can be tracked, like they can run into each other and then still be on the hunt for each other, or like him still be on the hunt for Obi-Wan one day and just not know it's Tatooine until Rebels? Like, I think they could still do that.
I think they could, but I feel like that takes away a little bit of like the moment that they have in Rebels.
Okay. Too much of a big hint for how he would be able to find it.
Yeah, I mean, because he's like, so like, you know, in that scene, he's like, what's the word? Like, succumb yourself? I don't know. But like, you've allowed yourself to become a desert rat.
Yeah.
He literally says that to him. Like, what have you been doing? Hiding in the woods, like with your tail, or in the wilderness with your tail between your legs this whole time? And then he's like, oh, you're defending something. Like, you know, he senses like the purpose as to what Ben has been doing this whole time. So I just don't. I don't know. The way they make it seem in that they have not seen each other since for a very long time.
Fair.
So
I think there is still 9 years before New Hope, so it could be like one of those stories where, like the next episode synopsis says, we go to a crime-ridden world. We could have an appearance of Maul that might lead him to go to all his journeys, that makes him end up on Malachor and fall into that pit. So there could be things that help him start to feel the presence of Obi-Wan, and I feel like there's a chance. If there's any time to bring him back, it's either going to be in this show or a reappearance in this Lando show if they ever bring that back with Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
What about Boba?
Boba Fett. Yeah, I mean, he could be a bounty hunter. I think in the trailer they said get any bounty hunter or a Sith Inquisitor after Obi-Wan, so I'm pretty sure Forlom's in the trailer. So Boba Fett could be in it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. It would probably be the next episode if it is. It looks like we're going to be getting bounty hunters on a crime-ridden world.
Was it that rain planet from the trailer?
Look, I think it would be the city. I think it would be the city one. If I had to
Which
guess.
is what's kind of crazy is I feel like we've seen most of the trailer already.
Yeah.
Which is good.
I'm fine with that because now we really don't know where the show's going. Considering we didn't know the whole Leia portion.
I think you're 100% right. I think the only scenes that are missing are the city shots, jumping one of those rooftops with the neon green.
Which I think is where we're going next.
And then the Vader pieces coming on top, onto it. And the tower, the Inquisitor tower.
Oh, yeah.
Other than that, how many episodes do we get for this show? Do we know? Like 6?
Maybe 6.
8?
I think 6.
I almost just don't want to know and just be surprised.
Yeah.
But I'm like, because like when I know, I just start to worry about how much I have left instead of just appreciate what I have.
Yeah.
So I think I'm not gonna just wait until it feels like a finale.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you think even with Obi-Wan in hiding, like there's absolutely no way he can use the Force at all?
See, I don't know if the Force I don't know how people get detected. Like,
yeah,
if you're a Force being, you should naturally be able to be detected. So using the Force shouldn't enhance that. But I don't know. I don't know the lore of midichlorians and how if it enhances their senses when you decide to do a move.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the problem is we're also talking about one of the most famous Jedi in the world. He doesn't need to do the Force. They just walk. Yeah. I mean, that guy.
How did that find him?
Yeah.
I don't think I think that guy just ran from the Inquisitors and just stumbled upon a man out there. And he's like, wait a minute, that guy looks familiar. That looks like Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't think he was going out there intentionally to seek him. I think he just ran upon him.
Well, it's just wild that this Inquisitor chick, is specifically targeting Obi-Wan and happens to come across the one planet that he's on.
Yeah.
How?
I mean, in fairness, they said they've been searching. They searched for him for 10 years.
Yeah, but Vader would want him dead too. So is she not talking to Vader about this? Because that would mean Vader would know he's on this planet, which Vader shouldn't know.
Well, remember, the Jedi said, you're not going to be able to catch all of us. And that's when she kind of just, went for the kill. Grand Inquisitor was like, chill. It's a crumb that we're trying to pick up. And she's, upset about the crumbs. But, she wants the big fish, essentially.
Yeah.
Him and Yoda are the only two people that survive that are the big fish of the Jedi Order. They're the only ones. Everyone else is Padawans or no-name Jedi Knights.
Gosh.
So
killing Obi-Wan would be or at least having Obi-Wan alive would be a great prize to bring to Vader.
Yeah.
I think you would actually get punished if you kill Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Vader would not be happy about that.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Vader's gonna be in the show, dude. Oh man, I just want to start the next. Can we start?
Yeah.
Guys, if you like this video, leave a like. Let us know your thoughts as well for this pilot. Did you like this pilot? Are you indifferent? Did you not like it? Leave your thoughts in detail down below. We'll check it out. But also subscribe to the channel if you want Star Wars content, and we'll see you in episode 2. Punch it! Bye!